Hello, happy Monday, you beautiful people. Hope you guys had an absolutely awesome weekend. I know I did drop you guys yesterday a little bit of a pre-work doc for the 8-week roadmap. So I kind of wanted to give you guys the lay of the land and run through what we're actually going to be covering in the 8 weeks and the ultimate goal. Now, I know some of you guys are already inside of Core. Some of you guys intentionally purchased the 8-week roadmap. So I just wanted to give you guys the lay of the land, what we're covering. If you guys didn't already, definitely go check out the pre-work doc. I did break down 2 different nuances around things that I would probably start doing in your business right now, especially if you want to follow along with us and have us push you over these next 8 weeks. And it's kind of bucketed into 2 different people, right? People that don't have an audience, people that are potentially looking at wanting to launch an offer, launch a product, or somebody that already does have an audience, okay? So I did give you guys a little bit of a challenge yesterday, a little bit of pre-work, depending on where you're currently at in business, because I know we do have a mixed bag of beautiful people in here, and it's different. So go give that a watch, and then I will kind of run through this. So as I mentioned, going to be a bit of what we're covering, micro goals for you to smash out along the way. Mind you, being in Core, we will help you refine, optimize, and tweak all of this along the way, right? It's not just give you this thing and go do it by yourself. We literally want to help anybody in here that wants to do it, have us personally help you follow a promotional framework that we would personally use ourselves. Ultimate goal, help you tailor the frameworks to your business over the span of 8 weeks, push you to implement them, optimize them so you can start slaying sales based on what your audience is telling you. This is a big one, right? Selfishly, we want to have you make more sales. Like, why wouldn't we? Because then we can go create content about it, and then it makes us acquiring customers easier too. So, there's 2 prongs to it. Each week will be held Thursdays, 12 p.m. EST here. You guys already have that link, but I figured I'd put it in this doc. Week 1. So technically, we're going into full structure. Week 1 starts June 13th. Topic is offer creation. Now, I know we've run a lot of trainings on this topic before, but the reason we want to start with this is because it makes everything else easier. But if we have crystal clear ideas on the offer, it makes the content easier. It makes going out and sending the thing to people easier. Like, we're going to start with this actual piece because then we can work backwards from there. So the conception, packaging up something you would confidently be able to teach, is in demand for inside of your audience, right? Like, this is a big part of it too. Like, we want to start temp checking your audience to see if there's even demand for this. Otherwise, we might want to look at different angles. Deciding on the delivery, whether you're going to do this as a standalone product, your own course, your own offer, your own thing, or you're going to do it on the tail end of an affiliate product, right? Will work either way. There's some benefits to doing one or the other, right? It just completely depends. Duration / time frame for launch. This is a very important one, especially if it's your first time doing a promo. You're going to want to give yourself a longer time horizon, especially if you've never done one before, because they're not as simple as post about it once and it's good to go. Like, if we're doing a 21-day promotion, we're probably posting 50, 60 pieces of content while talking to people, multiple people every day. Like, promos are not simple, right? They're glamorized, but they are very fun and stressful at the same time. Kind of a weird feeling, but they are absolutely amazing to do, right? We've been doing them on repeat for a few years, and they're just not as easy as everybody will tell you, okay? Outcome, promise for clients. This is a big part of it. We got to get clear on what the actual outcome is for the person. If we're brand new or we don't have a bunch of results, we can go micro with this, but we need to get clear on the actual promise or the outcome for the prospect. And if we can nail this, it makes making sales easier, right? Because we're crystal clear on what they're going to leave with. Like, as an example, this offer, 8-week Cashflow class, they're going to leave with an offer created, with a content plan, with DM scripts, with all these different things, and ultimately making sales with a product offer of their own. That's an example of a crystal clear outcome, right? Hey, I'm gonna run this 4-day intensive where I'm gonna show you how to generate your first 100 leads, as an example. These don't have to be big things either, but we need to get clear on the actual outcome because it's gonna be compelling to get your audience to move. Then we're gonna roll into presentation. Your profit PDF created, personalized, refines, tweaks on copy and flow. So what I mean by this is, like, me and Flip will literally help you create your offer, right? You get a skeleton up, you get your rough draft created. We will comb through your offer doc and optimize it and tweak it based on what we would put in our own offers. And then a polished offer doc ready to send, right? So that's week 1. Week 2, topic, your content. Week 2 starts June 20th, your content calendar. Pre-work, listing out as many different angles, outcomes, content styles, or tactics that are adjacent to the offer or inside of the offer. This is a big one that we need to get clear on. We're not just like going to be hammering the same exact topic or same exact thing throughout the entire promotion, right? If let's say we start talking about one thing for 3 or 4 days, then we need to start switching to other things in the actual promotion, because we need to find the angle that hits with your audience. And if you have a program that has, 10 different trainings in it, we can probably spin that into 40 different pieces of content. But this is a big part. Like, people will post about their offer 2 or 3 times, didn't get a bunch of bites, and then they're like, okay, well, now I need to hit the drawing board again. Whereas, yeah, we need to hit the drawing board, but we need to come at it from a different angle instead of worrying about the actual offer itself. Next up, committing to a timeline, a promotion from start to finish. This is a big part to it. Commit to a timeline, right? And realistically, probably don't even start the timeline until you start getting your attention from your audience around the thing that you're doing. So an example of what that would look like, let's say I want to launch this 3-day masterclass teaching people how to launch their software as a service business, as an example. If I was going to do a 21-day promotion, I probably wouldn't start that 21 days until I already had a few people in my audience I want to learn how to do that thing. And then I'm going to start my religious, this is the time horizon I'm doing. And the reason that we want to get clear on this is because I've watched a lot of people, and I've done this myself too, where, hey, I'm going to commit to doing this 21-day campaign, and then I'm going to just start posting about it right now. And in the back of my mind, those 21 days are ticking down, and then I haven't even found an angle that my audience wants to buy my offer yet on this 21-day calendar, right? I haven't even made a sale in that 21 days. Whereas we need to play around with the angles and then figure out the way to get your audience to start moving, generating leads, generating conversations, generating opportunities. And then we can start that promo cycle of, 3 weeks. Hey, I'm posting about this potential offer every single day, as an example. Okay. Next up, creating your content calendar, creating your content plan for every single day from promotion start to finish. Creating an actual religious, rigid framework for you to follow. Hey, I'm posting about this topic today. I'm posting about this topic tomorrow, and I'm going to do this every day for the entire duration of the promotion. This is a big one. A lot of people don't ever even, they're just throw spaghetti at the wall and hope that it sticks. But we want to help you create an actual rigid plan to follow, so you know what to post, what topic to create content on, what you're actually optimizing for every single day that you do it throughout the entire time that you're planning on launching your promo. All the different angles, outcomes, high value posts, plus cash close down post ideas, right? I think people seriously underestimate the number of pieces of content you will be creating if you're launching a product. As I mentioned, if you're doing a 21-day promo, you're probably doing 40, 50 pieces of content at a minimum. It's a lot of work, but they're fun and profitable. Week 3 starts June 27th, your Cash Mullet kickoff. So we kick off all of our promotions like this. We always run some type of high value training, high value thing, so that way we can, seed people in our audience to this high value thing, and we sell off the back of it. Some of you guys even landed into the 8-week Cashflow class with this very process. So anchor post, something that you can create a high value training on and sell on the back, right? That's the ultimate goal. The topic you're going to be covering related to the offer you created. Okay, so we don't want you guys to go create a training on something that is completely unrelated to the offer you're selling. We want to make it congruent, in line with, and we also want to make sure that there is a need for the actual offer. So that kind of rolls into the next thing, the compelling angle, the missing piece to get your audience to move to the paid offer, and the nuance around how you're actually going to be doing it. So for example, we can't go run a very high value training with all this really good information and then try to sell more information. We need to find the missing piece or the missing angle. So if it's hey, I'm going to show people how to, generate your first 1,000 leads doing this strategy and you give them that process, we need to look at the next step, the next thing that they're going to need, and that's the thing that we have to like use to get them to move into the offer. Versus we could do like a 30,000 foot overview of the entire model, and then we sell them the model, right? So that we got to get clear on the nuances, and obviously we're going to help you do all this, but that's what we're going to be doing. Pre-training push and post-training refeed. This is a big part to it. Like, we have to give yourself enough runway in the front to build proof of concept, build demand, build attention and awareness around this kick-ass free thing that's coming, and then refeed the free training, right? Best case scenario, you start tapping sales from this. We've had this happen so many times where we run this free training and then we get off the free training with dozens of messages in our inbox like, hey, how do I buy the offer you mentioned on this training? It's like, and then we can just continue to refeed people to this, right? Throughout, probably halfway throughout the promotion. Week 4 starts July 4th. We might move this. Flip is not going to be on vacation, but we might end up moving this. So topic, the Zoomless Sales Codex DM conversations. So we wanted to give you guys the actual frameworks, combos, scenarios, scripts, nuances of actually converting clients in DMs, like frameworks so you can actually pull on to spend less time in Messenger and closing deals. Now, this is a hard part for a lot of people, but a lot of people get hung up here. But if these first two, if we can dial in these first two pieces, the content and the free training, the DMs can become short, they can become easy, they can become very quick. You don't have to spend 18 weeks in DMs with people, right? There's confidence in being like direct with your offer. Hey, I saw you just watch this live training with me, and like, would you be interested in checking out the opportunity that I have for a couple people? No. Okay, cool. No big deal. Like, just asking, right? Which is, it sounds so basic and like not complicated, but I think people get so scared of asking for the sale. So we want to nip that in the bud and basically, give you guys everything as far as conversations, DM frameworks, messenger manuals, etc., that you guys can pull on and have in your back pocket to actually tap sales. Following weeks until August 1st, all going to be centered around implementation of the promotional plan. Okay, we want to push you guys to actually implement this stuff. We want to, if we're going to help you guys create the plan, we want you guys to follow the plan. Like, I'll just be transparent about it, right? Like, we don't want to go help you write this content plan that you don't ever even post content, right? It's a waste of your time and ours. So, making adjustments on the fly on what's happening in your audience, like, this is a big part to it. Like, just because we write this offer, we do this offer together, doesn't mean we can't optimize it. Doesn't mean we can't refine it. Doesn't mean we can't tweak it based on what your audience is telling you. If your audience is telling you, hey, they're really struggling with XYZ, then let's go give them XYZ. Okay, we can make adjustments on the fly to actually start making sales. Playing around with the copy, the pricing, the content to keep steamrolling, right? We genuinely, personally want to help you guys refine this process as we're doing this. Because initially we were doing a 4-week thing, but we decided to do it 8. So that way we could have an extra 4 weeks with you guys to actually help you refine the process as you're doing it. Because the first 4 weeks, we want to kind of get this all up, all infrastructure set up, plan in place, etc., content mapped out, all these different things. And then we want to help you adjust it on the fly. So getting in the weeds, in the business with you in the process, so that way you can go into August with a repeatable process and knowledge around doing it on repeat. Okay, because once you start doing this a couple different times, you do this more than once, you do this once, you're going to start building confidence around it, and you're going to be able to just continuously do it on repeat, right? We've been doing this same framework for years on repeat. We've already done it twice this month, or last month, sorry, in May. We did this same process twice with 2 different offers, right? So that's the plan. The 8-week Cashflow class, where we're personally helping you conceptualize, create, promote, sell your first or next offer following the framework we continuously use, right? And we look forward to helping you guys smash some sales this summer. So that's all I got for you guys. This is just a little bit of a roadmap of what we're covering, and obviously if you guys have questions, you want to potentially start, getting ready before, you got like 10 days before we kick off week 1, give us a shout, let us know. And should be a very solid one for the folks at partake and implement over the coming weeks. So you guys have a kick-ass Monday, and I will see you in the next one.